A man who does not need to upgrade his job title because it's so good anyway is our next guest. He is Ian Burnett. Good morning, Ian.
Good morning, Rachel.
And he is a chocolatier. Have I said that right? In a way, I want to say chocolatier.
Oh, yeah, beautiful. That's lovely.
Based in the Highlands, and we're talking to you because we're talking about the shrinking size of dairy milk chocolate bars. They've said, they've owned up to it. They have gone down by 10%. They're going to stay the same price, and this is all because the cost of producing the bars has gone up. So how are things for you at the moment, Ian? Just tell us a bit about life in the chocolate industry and the cost of stuff and what's going up.
God, it is an extraordinary time. We've seen ups and downs in the last 20 years in our family business, but what's happening at the moment is everywhere you look, double-digit increases. And we're not talking once a year, but it can be easily every 6 months.
So what's going up? What ingredients?
You name it. So let's say packaging. I mean, there's delays. All the logistical issues are a whole another kettle of fish, but you've got delays on things, but because of the shortage of supplies, and it could be made in the UK, but the paper comes from the Far East or something like that. But anyway, packaging has gone up 20 to 30% over a year. Ingredients, we're using, I guess for the big manufacturers, you're seeing them downsize the only thing they can, which is the amount of ingredients. When you're mass manufacturing, you're using, every gram counts. So that's the way they'll cut down is, they're using as cheap an ingredient as they can get away with on the whole, the big manufacturers. But that's for us, for an artisan producer, that's only a part of it. So we're seeing ingredients which are already about 5 times more expensive than the cheap stuff. For good quality flavors and so on in your cocoa, we're seeing that going up 10 to 15% every 4 months so far. And then of course you've got other things too, like your energy bills. We've got 3 different supplies of energy, and the first one has just gone up 3-fold. And then staffing, our team is probably the most critical part to the whole business. When you're an artisan producer, you've got to not just look after them, but look after their futures as well. When you talk about the cost of living increasing, you want to support your team, and so we put them ahead of inflation, obviously, and that's been great. I mean, I'm glad that we can afford to do it, but at the same time, we would do it anyway. But that's a commitment for the future, because you don't put wages up and then decrease them. You keep them there, if not increase them.
I understand. And look, we're talking about chocolate, but you could be speaking to so many small businesses at the moment.
Yeah.
So are you then inevitably having to put up the prices of your product?
Well, this is the scary part. We have probably increased prices some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7%, which is nothing like the double-digit increases we've seen, just because we're really nervous. I think that you get to a point where, are people going to pay that? You don't really know. They haven't seen those kind of increases before. You're an artisan producer, so you have a smaller group of customers, as it were, on the whole. So we haven't passed it all on yet. I guess because you're kind of hoping that, just around the corner, things will rectify. But at the moment, we're looking at another year or two of this.
Can I, one suggestion, reduce packaging. I feel a bit conned when I get a box of chocolates these days. I got one on Mother's Day, and it was a lovely box of chocolates, but it was mostly the cardboard. And I kept thinking, there'll be another layer, And it was just the stuff surrounding the chocolates. Just chuck them all in a box and have done with it.
And a paper box too. That's really what you want. And we do a 10% discount. If you bring your box back, we'll refill it for you.
Love that.
Yeah.
But you have to go to Pitlochry to do that, do you?
Yeah, we have to. Well, no, you can say we do online all over the world, but there's more to it as well. You can do experience as well. It's not just about packaging. The stuff we do, like chocolate tasting flights, like audio guided ones where you listen, you get like 40 minutes of like guessing what the flavors are. It's really kind of fun, but that's an experience that people are having as opposed to just the box with the packaging.
You're doing the sell really well. Ian, thank you.
You've got to taste it. That's the sell. Taste. I should have sent some to the studio.
Well, I'm afraid that's a missed opportunity for all of us. Thank you so much for talking to us. So, and as I say, look, it's a struggle for chocolate artisan chocolate producers like yourself, but you speak, I'm sure, for small businesses all around the country at the moment, facing rising costs. Thank you so much, Ian Burnett, Highland Chocolatier